think we experienced a very fantastic game, and it was a difficult side that we play. We give respect to them a lot, and looking at the first half, I think the guys did very well. We came with 4-1-2-3 format, whereby we were deploying 6 players up front. Whenever we are surging forward, the system was to apply not less than 6 players up front, and in the first 10 minutes, it worked perfectly, whereby we were able to get that goal, putting out more pressure on them, moving in a vertical play, whereby we go in the middle without playing from the horizontal aspect. But it worked for us in that minute, and hopefully we got a goal. At the same time, we had a lot of chances on that, but we were not able to, utilize those chances.
Kofi, your take on the game?
It was a very difficult game, and I would say because our opponent wasn't all that bad. Because as champions, if everybody is coming in, it's coming in hard because as champions, if they are coming, everybody have that mindset that they want to score us. So it was a very difficult game. Yeah.
Was there pressure on the team coming into this game? Was there pressure on the team coming into
It was yeah, because I would say 2 games without any win.
Pressure.
We don't have any pressure. We are not. It's a game that we want to win, but no pressure, because since as 2 matches we haven't win, it's like it's we don't have any pressure. Yeah.
Coach, Maishu has points running the World Cup. I think he has had problems with injuries before the season starts. He could have played an integral role when the Champions League commences. And then recently we realized that he has recovered, and then he had a call up at the invitation to the presentation. Was it that necessary to allow him to go even after all these injuries that he has faced in the course of this season?
Well, that's not my work on that. I think it's the work of the doctors and the administrators.
Coach, I'm Benito. After 3 games as the defending champions, you are yet to record a victory. What does it speak to you?
Well, I think earlier on, as I was saying, if you look at the format that the opponent brought, the system they brought, they started with 5-3-2, whereby they were having more men at their back. That's why we're also deploying more men up front. And it helped us to get our first goal, and also a lot of opportunities came. So as we are going, we are playing match after match. Each match would depend on the system that we are going to deploy. Next match will be an away game, and we go there with a different strategy.
Coach, 3 points out of possible 9, 3 matches, no lead. And then there are allegations out there. The past are demanding more away. When is that match away?
Well, if it came today, we'll be happy. It's football. Anything can happen, and we need to do our corrections, move on.
Coach, at full time, I saw you in restraint. It looked like you were following the referee. I don't know what it was about. Can you throw more light on that? And then secondly, I realized that for some time now, in the league, against Lagos City, against Wafa today, the team that's not managed games in the second half very well. I realize that, especially when they are changing games, the whole plan goes out of the window, and then they start hitting long balls forward. Full long balls.
Each minute, maybe every 15 minutes of the game, we deploy a different strategy or a system that we want to play on in the game. So when we are coming with a change, it means we are deploying a strategy that we want to play on the field. So when they come and they are not able to adapt to the system, I think it's whereby we have to also go in with another strategy. And definitely it works, but later on we had that penalty, and it's part of the game.
So you can answer the first question. I asked about...
that one is a personal relation between him and I. Yes, I'm cool on that.
But that is not personal. We saw the security officials restraining you.
It was my man who was talking to me. It wasn't the security officer. It was the operation officer I was talking to.
Any further question?
Okay, thank you. Kofi, so last week I was told that you were the subject of interest of 2 offers, Egypt, Morocco. If the club were to receive any formal notice like that, is it your interest to stay or to move on?
That one is for. It's for them.
This is not associated with this match, so we can't take this question.
Views on today's game?
So it was a very tough game for us because I know us. I've been with them before. I came here last season. They beat us 2-0. So coming today, we prepared very well. We decided ourselves that we are not going to lose today. We have to take a point home. So that's exactly what we did.
Hafiz, your take on today's game?
Yeah, first of all, give thanks to God Almighty Allah. And as Coach rightly said, before we moved from Dama to this place, we made our mind that we are coming to get 3 points. But it was rather unfortunate. We could not get the maximum 3 points, but we had a point home. All the same, we have to go back and work on our mistakes we made today, then look up to the next game ahead of us.
Coach, would you say 1-1 was a fair result of today's game?
Oh, I will say yes and I will say no. We wanted to win. So if we got 1 point, I think we are okay. But if you watch the game carefully, you see that the first half belonged to House of Folk, and the second half was ours. So that's how I would say.
Coach, congratulations on the points. Were you surprised that in the second half, Hartlepool did not make as much effort to sort of make the game a contest as they did in the first half? Because they appear to be content with the goal they had scored and did not play as well as they did in the first half. How much of that played into your hands?
You say they did not play because we sat back in the first half. We thought they played very well. Yes, it was our plan. It's rather unfortunately we conceded early. It was our plan to sustain them for at least even for the 90 minutes or 120 minutes so that we can get a point and score and give them a surprise win. But in the first half, we conceded early, so it changed everything. So they thought they were on top. So when we went to recess, we just have to change our tactics and come in for the kill.
Follow up. How different is the Hartlepool team you played today to the Hartlepool team you played last season? In terms of difficulty and performance?
Though we lost 2-0 the other time, they weren't as good as I would say they weren't as good as today. Today you see they are not bad. The bad side, maybe there are one or two things that's why they couldn't make it. That's why I would say. Because the other time, that team it was good, but we played better. Though we lost, we played better. Especially when we came the second half, we dominated play. So it was rather unfortunate that we lost. But today, you see, they know how to possess the ball. Not that we can't possess. It was our plan, just to surprise them. That it was rather unfortunate that they were possessing their own half. That's their bane. I will say that's their bane. It's their problem now. If you want to win with possession, then you have to possess. You have to do a lot of transitions. You have to possess and go forward. If you possess in your own half, my team too can do that. If you possess in your own half and you don't come forward, you can't win. I think you understand me.
Coach, I'm believing. This is your second drawn game in this year's Premier League. What do you make out of it?
Well, we just started, but we know we are going to win. We are going to win our subsequent matches. It's a gradual process. You know we have a lot of new players in our setup. We have to blend it. Maybe from 5th, 6th match, you see they will gel. Okay, we start doing our own thing.
Any more questions? Hafiz, what does this point mean to you, the playing body?
Yeah, it means a lot because looking at our previous game, the one we played at home, it was a disaster for us. So being here and getting a point, that is going to boost our morale moving forward in our next games ahead of us. And I think definitely it will help us. A point is not an easy thing because looking at the league table, a point changes the table. So getting it, we are grateful and we'll go back, then work hard towards our next game.
The same question to you. What does this point mean?
It means a lot. Because if you see the league table before we were coming, we were down there. And I know after today, there will be some changes in the table. So this point will boost the morale of the players and even the whole Domao township, the Domao community. And everybody at Domao will be happy. And I know everybody will bring the support now so that we can win more matches.
Coach, coming into this game, where in Domao was that if you lose this game, you are going to be sad. Are you safe now?
No, nobody told me that. Nobody. The owner of the club was Nana Osage for No, nobody told me that. I was safe. I was safe when I was coming, even after the match. Nobody. It's only the club owner who can sack me. If any supporter say sack me, I think that one is. So I was safe. And I'm not perturbed about such things. Football is like that. When we played our first match, we drew at Karela. When we went home, they praised us. And it's normal. If you lose, they have to blast you. That one there, no problem. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that.
Thank you.